I didn't plan to stay the night. That was the lie I kept telling myself as my car slowly moved through the frozen Minnesota forest. Snow was falling harder with every second, and the road ahead was slowly disappearing. My phone showed no signal. The radio was dead. Only the sound of wind surrounded me. That's when I saw it. A small wooden cabin hidden between tall pine trees. One single light was glowing inside, weak but visible through the snow. I told myself I would just ask for directions. Just wait until the storm calmed down. I didn't know the cabin was watching me. Before I could knock, the door opened. An old man stood there, tall, thin, silent. His eyes stayed on me for too long. "Storm's bad," he said slowly. "The road won't clear till morning." Every instinct told me to leave, but the cold pushed me inside. The cabin smelled old, like wet wood and frozen dust. There was no television, no phone, only a fireplace and a narrow hallway leading into darkness. "You can stay in the front room," the old man said. "Don't wander." His voice sounded more like a warning than advice. The storm outside grew violent. Snow hit the windows like fingers trying to get in. I sat by the fire trying to relax. That's when I heard it. Breathing. Slow. Deep. Not outside. Inside the walls. I pressed my ear against the wooden wall. The breathing stopped instantly. Then a whisper filled the room. It wasn't loud. It wasn't angry. It said my name. I stepped back in fear, knocking over the chair behind me. The old man appeared beside me. "You heard it too," he said quietly. The flames crackled loudly, hiding the silence that followed. I asked him what that sound was. He didn't answer. He only added another log to the fire. Later that night, the cabin became unnaturally quiet. No wind, no fire sounds, nothing. That's when I noticed the basement door. It was slightly open. Cold air flowed out like it was breathing. I slowly walked down the stairs. Each step creaked under my weight. The basement walls were covered in names. Hundreds of them, carved deep into the wood. At the bottom, one sentence stood out. "The cabin remembers." I turned around. The old man stood at the top of the stairs. "People disappear in these woods," he said. "The cabin keeps them." The walls around me began to creak and bend. The breathing returned, louder than before. "What is this place?" I asked. He looked tired. "Once the cabin learns you," he whispered, "it never forgets." The shadows on the walls started to move. The cabin felt alive, like it was waking up. Suddenly, the storm outside stopped. Complete silence filled the air. "It needs a memory," the old man said. Someone to remember. His voice shook. I've stayed too long. Before I could stop him, he stepped into the wall. The wood opened like skin. The old man disappeared inside. The cabin let out a deep sigh. Satisfied, the walls became still again. The breathing stopped. I collapsed to the floor as darkness swallowed everything. The wood opened like skin. The old man disappeared inside. The cabin let out a deep sigh. Satisfied, the walls became still again. The breathing stopped. I collapsed to the floor as darkness swallowed everything. Morning sunlight woke me up. The storm was gone. The cabin was empty. No hallway. No basement door. I ran to my car and drove away without looking back. I convinced myself it was just a nightmare. Weeks later, while unpacking my bag, I found something inside. A small piece of wood. My name was carved into it, and beneath it, one sentence. We remember you. Some nights when the wind is quiet, I still hear breathing in my walls.